Guide to Grammar, 10 Common Writing Mistakes. Introduction. This is a short list of some of the most common grammar mistakes all writers are prone to make, beginning writers especially. Use this as a reference when you are writing and revising your drafts. This is part of the Grammar Guide course available at www.practicalenglishwithdarcy.blogspot.com for more. 1. Misspellings and typos. There's and there's. There is a pronoun for a place, as in, the library is over there. There is a possessive pronoun for a group of people, as in, their selection of magazines and newspapers is excellent. There is a contraction of they and are, as in, they're closed today for building maintenance. Theirs is a contraction of there is, as in, there's a problem with the electrical system apparently. Theirs is the reflexive pronoun, as in, these books aren't ours, they're theirs. Your and your is the possessive pronoun, as in, here are your things. Your is a contraction of you are, as in, you're welcome. 2 and to is a preposition, as in, are you going to the library later? To is an adverb, as in, I am not going because I am too busy now. 2. Missing or misused apostrophes. The apostrophe is a punctuation mark that serves two kinds of functions: to indicate possession. It is added to nouns. For example, these books are Frank's. The second function of an apostrophe is to indicate a contraction. A contraction occurs when two words are so commonly paired that they are fused or blended together. For example, do not becomes don't, and cannot becomes can't, I am becomes I'm and your becomes your, etc. Its and its. Writers can get confused when writing about a thing using the pronoun as in talking about its attributes. We should only add the apostrophe after it if we are making a contraction. For example, the book's covers have been damaged. Its covers have been torn off. All of the book's covers have all been damaged from the water. This book can't be sold. It's damaged. 3. Inappropriate or wrong word usage. Compare. More books are made in the UK than in any other country. Incorrect. More books are published in the UK than any other country. Correct. In the morning, I do some exercises after I get up. Incorrect. I exercise in the morning after I get up. Correct. Please take a place on the queue and wait your turn. Incorrect. Please take a place in the queue and wait for your turn. Correct. 4. Misplaced or missing articles before nouns. In English, there are a variety of noun types. For example, common nouns name things such as computers, tables, chairs, etc. Common nouns oftentimes require determiners or articles, indicating their quantity and whether they are being referred to in the general or specific sense. For example, I want to buy a computer, indefinite article, I want to buy this computer, determiner. I went to the store and bought a computer. The store has a definite article whilst a computer use as an indefinite article. Certain proper nouns require definite articles, whereas others do not. Compare the United States of America, the European Union, North America, Europe. 5. Subject-verb disagreement. The subject must agree with the verb. If the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. Compare. Verbs has to agree with its subject. Incorrect. Verbs must agree with their subjects. Correct. 6. Verb tense errors. Compare. I didn't see this movie before. Incorrect. I haven't seen this movie before. Correct. If you visited the mountains in the autumn, you would be able to see a lot of beautiful colors. Incorrect. If you visit the mountains in the autumn, you will be able to see a lot of beautiful colors. Correct. 7. Incomplete sentences and missing words sentence fragments. Compare. Went to the mountains yesterday. Subject missing. We to the mountains yesterday. Verb missing. We went to the mountains yesterday. Correct. 8. Pronoun ambiguity. Compare. Sandra went shopping with Alison. She bought a new dress and hat. In this sentence, it is not clear which person the pronoun she is referring to, Sandra or Alison. Every pronoun needs its antecedent. Compare. Sandra and Alison went shopping together. Sandra bought a dress and a hat. She was really happy afterwards.
9. Run-on sentences. The sentence begins with a capitalized letter and ends with a period. A sentence is defined as a complete thought. A sentence is made up of a subject and a predicate. The predicate is defined as the part of the sentence containing the verb and saying something about the subject. The subject in the sentence is the person or thing that is being discussed. Commas and conjunctions for example, and, or, but, because, etc., can be used to join sentences together if the ideas they discuss are closely linked. Good sentences must be carefully planned. In the beginning stages of writing, strive to keep sentences short, containing only one complete thought at a time to avoid the confusion that can arise when dealing with complex sentences. 10. Misplaced or missing commas. A comma is defined as a punctuation mark indicating a pause between parts of a sentence or separating items in a list. A complete sentence is also known as an independent clause because the thought is complete. It contains the subject and a predicate. Compound sentences. Commas can be used to join more than one independent clause together to make compound sentences. Compound sentences are two independent clauses joined by a conjunction, for example, and, or, but, etc. For example, we went to the market. We bought groceries. Then we went to the restaurant. We went to the market, bought groceries, and then we went to the restaurant. Comma splices. Writers far too often misuse commas when they ought to be using a period or semicolon. Commas should not be used to join two independent clauses together unless a conjunction is used. For example, we went to the mountains yesterday. We had a great time. Incorrect. We went to the mountains yesterday. We had a great time. Correct. We went to the mountains yesterday, and we had a great time. Correct. We went to the mountains yesterday, and we had a great time because the weather was perfect. Correct. If we join two independent clauses together using a coordinating conjunction, we will need to use a comma. We went to the mountains yesterday, and we had a great time. But, if we join another clause using a subordinating conjunction, that is, because, then a comma is not required. We had a great time because the weather was perfect. See adverbial clauses. Dependent clauses are those parts of sentences that are added into sentences to give them more detail. They cannot stand alone. Dependent clauses are added to sentences by means of a comma. Compare. We went to the mountains yesterday. Correct. Yesterday. We went to the mountains. Correct. We went to the mountains. Yesterday. Incorrect. The placement of words makes a lot of difference. Yesterday is an adverb of time. When it is used in the predicate, a comma is not required. However, it can be, and often is, used as what is called an introductory clause. Introductory clauses consist of adverbs. They are used before the sentence and are separated by the comma. Deconditional sentences. Conditional sentences are those sentences involving the if-then sentence structure. There are two clauses, the main clause or the conditional clause, containing the if, followed by the resultative clause, containing the then. For example, if the weather is good this weekend, then we will go to the mountains. If is another kind of subordinating conjunction like because, and therefore does not require a comma if it is used after the first clause. We will go to the mountains this weekend if the weather is good. Misplaced or dangling modifiers. Compare. The latest report raises many important financial concerns for our department. Sent by Martha in accounting. Incorrect. The latest report, sent by Martha in accounting, raises many important financial concerns. Correct. Importantly, the latest report from accounting, sent by Martha, raises many financial concerns. Correct. The first sentence is an example of a dangling or misplaced modifier. Dependent clauses, also known as modifiers, must not be added to the end of sentences. They belong either in the beginning or somewhere in the middle. We will cover more about sentence types and clauses in future articles. Parenthetical elements. Commas can be used to separate parenthetical elements. A parenthetical element is a phrase that adds extra information to the sentence but could be removed without affecting the grammatical integrity or basic meaning of the sentence. The recent software release, version 16.1, has had many bug reports. It's advised not to install it at this time. Noun and adjectival clauses. Commas can be used to separate noun and adjective clauses. For example, fruits such as bananas, apples, and oranges are sold in supermarkets. I would like to buy this large, juicy, red and yellow apple.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, please remember to follow this channel. Help us grow to reach more audiences by liking the video and sharing it. If you would like to become a VIP member, or you're interested in having a free consultation, write to us, or go to www.practicalenglishwithdarcy.blogspot.com for more.